Hi everyone, welcome to Fiasconauts for probably July, probably still 2020. Everyone's stretching out.
Oh,
Hot
This is
dog.
so cute. It was the humor stretch was so cute and genuine.
it was weird timing always. I feel like I'm always stretching right before, and then Ian will just like dive in. Like we're starting.
Ian started a really bad habit for me when I stream. I'll just end the stream or like send people over to a raid without saying anything. So this is, so this is your fault, Ian.
Love the "K bye," and then it's just over.
You broke my heart with ending the one with your Soylent shit.
Oh yeah.
Broke my heart. Ooh. We did fast and loose. He goes, all right, well, I have Soylent diarrhea. Goodbye.
I thought they worked those kinks out of Soylent.
I think they worked those kinks out. I think that was before I had subscribed. Well, yeah, it was all pomp in those circumstances.
You know that there was like an early phase of Soylent, and there were testers all over the country, and they had the Soylent recipe online like it was code, and so people would tinker with it. And what is it called? It's crowdsourced. It's like crowd code.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Crowd code. I like that.
Crowd code.
Open source.
Basically, open source. That's it. Yeah. So basically, they open sourced the recipe to Soylent, and then people would comment like, "Okay, this formulation gave me more bloating. This formulation gave me more diarrhea," and they would tweak it because initially, the first couple phases of Soylent, the gas was apparently epic, and like if you had Soylent, you would just toot. And
no toots, don't want that.
If you ever need a good laugh, search the Haribo sugar-free gummy bears review on Amazon.
Ooh.
Those are diarrhea inducing, and they've never changed.
I've read those actually.
Yeah, and people are still ordering them or eating them by accident, or it's all fabricated, right? Like people are just like, let me just write reviews about this. But it's been the first time I heard about it was years ago. So if they still haven't changed the formula, something's wrong.
The bottles of Soylent tend to upset my tummy, but the mix does not. So there's only one ingredient different.
Soylent upsets me, so I'm just sad that you even drink it.
Oh,
I know that
it's a wonder substance.
I know that it upsets Jessica. It's better for, like, I used to eat a bagel every morning, and this is definitely more nutritious than a bagel.
How? It
has a bunch of it has nutrients in it. Bagels are nothing. They're terrible.
Yeah, bagels are like pretty bad for you. I had one this morning, a bagel actually.
Bagels are horrible for you.
No, they're not horrible for you.
They're nothing. They're not shooting yourself in the leg bad for you, but they're like...
There's worse things than a bagel, but I don't think a bagel is great for you.
It's just sugar and carbs. I'm losing so much weight by not eating bread as much.
What about like whole grain?
Whole grain bagel.
It always was. Yeah. It always was like a whole grain bagel.
Wheat bagel.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. If it's whole grains, I would argue that you might be doing better with a whole food than a powder, but... If it's like a regular processed bagel, then you're probably doing better with Soylent.
Is highly processed. So don't tell me that you're giving up one processed food for another one. Like, that's crazy.
Just because...
But it's not.
It is. It's like drinking vitamins, which we all know that our body only retains at least 50% of a vitamin, and you piss the rest out.
Yeah,
it's fine. Just eat the fucking vegetable.
I do that too. This is
green
just instead of breakfast.
Why name it Soylent? I don't.
Well, that's why you're upset.
No, there's more to it than that. The first sip I had of it was just never again. And I'm a commercial actress. I shouldn't be talking badly about a brand, but I am so perturbed by it.
James Willems used to drink a thing called 100% food, and I was just like, well, there's probably one thing that thing isn't. Like,
it sounds like the fucking fake thing in Good Omens, like chow. Like
it is. It's basically Bachelor Chow, like from Futurama. Yeah. It's just a very simple.
They're embracing it.
Yeah, they're embracing it,
and it's genetically modified. I love it. Science food.
I think they make it out of algae.
Probably.
Science food.
It's vegan.
Yeah.
So
and the chocolate one tastes all right.
All right. Why drink it?
Here's the thing. I'm like a super taster or whatever, so I like really bland stuff because otherwise it's just like too much. So yeah,
I'm so upset.
I love
know.
food. I love all
I
food.
I hate
so
food.
good.
That's the other thing.
Oh, well,
I
that's
find
different.
I find eating to be a colossal waste of time.
Oh, just sharing a meal or like going traveling and like eating different foods from different places is like my favorite thing in life.
Oh, so sweet.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
parts of
Your
that sentence
joy,
I didn't
the joy
understand.
you get out of life, it permeates to everybody.
Good.
I don't know
I
what-
I want some
I don't
food
know-
I
now.
am with you. I'm with you, Hubert, on that. That's like when I think about taking a trip, I think about where am I going to eat?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't
many
know
meals.
I don't know what traveling, trip, or other places.
True. True.
Traveling trip.
So true, Ian.
This time we're gonna do this play set. Oh yeah, I have to share it with you guys. Here it is. Let me move you over here so they can
Ashira sauce
see.
and taco. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, Haunted Halloween Mansion Party Fiasco by Nashira Sauce and Taco Ow Ow Ow.
Wow.
Or is it a wow?
It's
Taco
oh wow. It's
oh,
obviously
wow-o.
that. But oh
Yeah.
ow, 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 it's funny.
Ow Ow Oh. Amanda, you want to read this? Let me make
Sure.
it bigger so it's easier.
Oh,
to
thanks.
read.
Woo. Haunted Halloween Mansion Party Fiasco. Drasvinicus Malfiendish III is having his 666th birthday party on October 31st this year and is throwing a huge party to celebrate. Creatures of all shapes and sizes, talk and tale show up at his incredible, extravagant mansion to enjoy the festivities. But this year, word on the street is that someone has shown up to take him down. Whether you're staff, honored guests, journalists, or cops checking out the scene on a hot tip, everyone can agree that this catering is to die for. Players may play this straight and cool, fun and wacky, or a mix of both. A soft tilt is encouraged if you're having a jolly time, though a regular tilt is perfectly acceptable if you'd like to add a bit more excitement to the mix. Suggested watching. Suggested washing. Ocean's 13, Clue, Home Alone, Riverdale, Hotel Transylvania, Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, the Ocean's 13 in there, very interesting to me. Why is that included?
I think we'll
It
find
must
out
be
based off the suggestions.
heist-like.
Yeah. All right. So first we must roll in the dice. Oops. 4 people. Oh yeah, what order to
I
go
see
in?
it as me, Ian, Uber, and Amandi's.
All right.
Did I go first last time?
I don't know. I'm not even sure if we've done this one or not.
It's just your fucking show.
Well, that's transfixing watching this dice.
Yeah.
It almost makes me feel like hypnotized.
Yeah. It reminds me of like Star Tours or 2001.
Yeah.
Let's just do this for the episode.
Yeah.
For
Let's
listeners,
watch the die roll.
I'm
In
just
the deep,
clicking the
dark
roll
depths.
button.
In the deep dark depths of YouTube, there is a hypnotizing thing where someone could bring you to orgasm if you do it, apparently.
I like how
No,
you added that apparently on there.
No, thank you.
Allegedly.
It hasn't worked yet, so
Oh,
Thank you.
you've
no,
tried
thank
it
you.
though.
yeah, apparently the more you do it, the better it gets. So
That's a lyric from
That's a quote. Truth.
oh yeah, reminder to have paper because you're gonna want to write some of this crap down.
I have pumpkin paper.
Pumpkin paper.
I'll show you.
you don't need to tell us. Oh God, Amanda.
Is it made out of
And
pumpkins?
no, it's got a pumpkin on it.
Cute.
2 pumpkins. Not bad.
Hi,
An ex
Sable.
girlfriend used to say pumpkin, and I know she was saying it to be like she knew she wasn't saying it correctly, but she said it that way because of an event from her youth where they would throw pumpkins using like a trebuchet or something, and they called it pumpkin chunkin', but it was pumpkin chucking, but they called it pumpkin chunkin'.
Yeah.
But they added an N to chucking, and it bothers me to this day.
Yeah, I could see that. Also,
Wait.
what is a trebuchet?
It's a wooden medieval weapon
It's not a
to
cannon.
launch things with a big arm and a counterweight.
Is it also a font?
I do believe there is a font called trebuchet, yeah. Or something like that. I know
Got
the
it,
font you
gotcha.
mean.
Got it.
Now one of my pumpkins has a happy face.
Oh, lovely.
You make me sick, Amanda.
You as well, Jessica.
Hmm. All right, you back with paper, Huber?
Got it.
That was quite the odyssey there. You were
It
going all
was.
over the place.
I'm like
Was it-
packing up and stuff.
Oh.
Chaos.
Super Mario Paper Odyssey.
Whoa.
Are you guys,
I'll see myself out.
are you guys moving, Uber?
Yeah, my grandma is in a nursing home now, so we're like going down to stay at her place and look out for her and stuff.
That's very kind.
Look after her place and be near her.
That's good. That's good to be near her.
Yeah.
And that's good. Well, I'm not gonna ask on the stream.
Are you intentionally leaving the H off of Huber's name?
Yes.
Okay. You're doing like
Yeah.
a East Coast thing?
I'm being cute. I'm trying to
She's pumpkin chunkin'.
trying to
pumpkin
increase
chunkin'.
affection via the internet. You know what I mean? But if it's
I
not working,
don't.
then I'll just say Huber.
Hu-
I'm just kidding.
I think-
You got me. That was funny. Okay. We've got, let's see, 4 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, only 1 4, 2
Lucky number
5s, 2 6s. A pretty decent roll.
Yeah.
All right. So Jessica,
Okay.
you are feisty, so you can choose between these relationship categories.
The relationship categories are as follows: 1, monstrous; 2, love; 3, on the job; 4, enemies; 5, allies; 6, out of place. I'm gonna put me and Amanda as allies because I think that's funny because we're not.
Because we're not easy allies.
That's right.
Oh,
We are allies in life.
I don't know.
Jessica? Yes.
So
Okay.
Jess and Amanda, I forgot that I have to write this down as pairs of people. Ugh,
Pears, that's
rusty
good fruit.
today. I love pears.
Delicious.
You don't like pears?
Not really. They're like apples, and I don't like apples.
I've gotten it into my head that apples hurt my mouth.
Yeah, same.
Chop them up.
No, I mean
Yeah.
like the juice.
Ah,
Oh.
Le juice. Okay. So Jess and Amanda relationship allies. Allies. Okay, now I do one.
Now
I
you do.
will. What?
Now you do. Just keep on going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huber and I have got to be out of place.
nice.
Relationship out of place. All right. Now, Huber, you choose one. Got monstrous, love, on the job, enemies,
Ian
allies.
and Jess are enemies.
Whoa.
Okay.
A little too on the nose, don't you think?
Yeah, a little too real, a little too real. Enemies.
Sorry, Ian. Who did you choose before?
Me and Ian are out of
Hub-
place.
Huber and I are out of place. Will we be out of time?
And then
Amanda,
do I
you
pick
get
or
to pick one.
one of the main categories.
You can pick a main category for yourself and Huber, or you can fill in any of the big categories with a little category that have already been
I think I want to go with
chosen.
monstrous.
Love to see it.
Yeah,
Love
love to see it.
to see
Between
it.
who? You and
That's Huber and Amanda. Monstrous. Monstrous. Okay, now, Jess, you can fill in a little boy category for one of these big boy categories. We got enemies, out of place, monstrous, and allies.
Are there any dice we don't have at the moment?
We're out of 4s.
Lucky number 4.
Already gone.
Awkward.
Already
So in Monstrous, there's Mad Scientist, the monster they created. Bitten by the same were monster. You're immune to my power, which is ooh. How many
Which
3s
is-
do we have?
Which is a quote. You're immune to my power. We have 3 3s.
It doesn't mean that they're not, but I kind of like that for Monstrous, for
Okay,
Huber
okay.
and Amandy's.
Cube Tube and Amanda Claus.
And what are we?
You're immune to my power as a quote. With an exclamation point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I do one. I can fill in enemies, out of place, or allies. Let's skittle on down. Under enemies, you killed my lover. I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. I still won't forgive you for what you did 333 years ago. Fighting to bring the best gift. The last of their kind and the hunter that wants to end them. Mortal enemies with serious sexual tension. Under allies, bound by an unpaid life debt, former enemies now BFFs. Maybe an extra L. Uneasy alliance until the job is done. Partners in a monster hunting business. Oh my god. Person who can't tell good jokes and their partner who saves them with a punchline. Best friends for the last 600 years. That one's cute too. Out of place, time displaced cowboy and samurai, uninvited teens, raving partygoers, invited to this address for a quinceañera, 100 years from the future and 100 years from the past, and non-Halloween themed holiday mascots. 100 years from the future and 100 years from the past is pretty cool. So we would be out of place and out of time. Uninvited teens could also be pretty funny. What do you think, Huber? Or the cowboy
Either
and the
one.
samurai?
Either one.
All right, let's try 100 years from the future, 100 years
Cool.
from the past.
Cool.
Okay. So now Amanda gets to pick one of these from one of these categories.
Okay. Let's do we have a 6 left?
I believe so, yes.
And do we have a 5 left?
No 5s. We have one
Ah.
6.
Okay, then I'm gonna give enemies, mortal enemies with serious sexual tension.
Very cool. That's Jess and I. Again, too real. Sexual tension. Okay. Cool. Now wait. Did Jess and Amanda's relationship doesn't have
we don't have one yet. We need
one
one.
yet?
Is that possible?
How is that possible?
Huber,
Skipped it?
Huber got skipped?
Did I skip you, Hubie?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think you did.
Mhm.
I skipped you, Hubie. I was like, wait, something went wrong here. Hubie, which one you want to fill in? We've got their allies.
Allies.
So one of these.
Yeah, do you want that 6 since your turn was
No,
skipped?
no.
If you wanted that 6, we can give you that 6. But we'll see what happens.
They are bound by an unpaid life debt.
Hardcore.
Okay.
I was thinking the punchline one. That one seems really hard.
Yeah.
That's
That one's difficult.
Actually,
I-
Amanda is all over that. Like,
Yeah, I would have totally claimed it if we had a 5, but we don't have a 5. We might still do it. It's very funny.
bound by an unpaid life debt. All right, Jess. So now it kind of opens up. You can do a main category for a need, an object, or a location. Which would you? Oh, objects first, apparently. Which would you like to look upon?
Let's look at needs.
Needs.
And what are the numbers we have to work with?
Let's see. Good question. We have 2 1s, 4 2s, and 2 3s.
That's it. Wow. To find, to get, to take.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No to get away, but to forget, to win, and to fake. I do appreciate that those rhyme.
Yeah, it's actually very enjoyable.
Also, to get away is a shitty need. So
Okay, so for for Huber and Ian, you'll do to find.
okay. Yeah. So the enemies we have. Oh no, wait. We're out of place. Need, Hubie. We have need to find.
Perfect.
All right. So we could do probably one more need for probably Jess and Amanda, so that I don't end up with 2. Or Huber and Amanda, but then Huber would end up with 2. So the Jess and Amanda is probably the most logical. So
Okay.
I will do that. Let's say to take. That seems active.
To take.
Great.
Jess and Amanda have a need to take.
Did you just call me this?
I said Jess, but I can call you
Jess.
this if you prefer.
That's my pronoun, is this.
He was introduced as Mary. Cool.
So
Now,
what do we get? Just to
you have
take in
a
general?
need
or-
to take, and we'll fill it in.
We need to take. Okay.
Yeah, so we don't know what you need to take at this
Take it.
juncture.
Take
All right.
it all.
Take.
Ubisoft, not skipping you this time. Y'all want to do an object or a location, or fill in one of those neads?
We need to take. Can we do what we need to take?
We need to find, you and I.
Okay, we need to find. Oh yeah, we need to
have-
find.
1, 2, 3. The very
we need to
last die will be
find-
wild, but
We need to find the words to break the curse.
that a boy. The words to break the curse. Lovely song by Agnes Obel called The Curse. Okay, what number was that? 3. That's our final 3.
Fuck.
Cooey. All right. Amanda.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want to fill in to take, or do you want to choose a location or object for one of the other 2 relations?
Can I see the take options?
And right now you're limited to a 1 or a 2.
And let's see what the other things are. Location and the what?
So locations, looks like we've got downtown, underground, the neighborhood, investigation station, interior and outside. Of those, you can only do outside and interior. I read them backwards for listeners. Please don't be afraid. And for objects, reading them in order this time, we've got spooky and loud, which are the only 2 you can
Spooky.
get.
We're going to
Okay.
use spooky.
All right, and who do you want that to be with? Jess and Ian or Huber and Amanda?
Huber and Amanda.
Okay, a spooky old object.
Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little Hube like you.
Huber like you.
All right, so that is Huber and Amanda. That's that one. Okay. Jess, back around to you. You could fill in the location for yourself and myself, or fill in the lower category for spooky object or to take need. And remember, the final die will be wild, so one of these is hot fire, as they say. We can wait.
Yeah, a porcelain doll that looks like someone you know, which I love. A painting with eyes that seem to follow you. A bone necklace that feels strangely familiar. Jesus Christ. A wax statue of a man, something you've lost when you were very young. A bloody love letter addressed to you. I
That
don't.
doll is pretty choice.
It is. And so what are the? So we do need to have location now. So let's just choose a location for you and me. Ew. Ew. I said
all right.
I thought it was
I'm a
Milo, and
creepy
I was
porcelain
very
doll.
upset. So we might though want I think the objects are more fun to use the
The Wily for?
Mhm.
So we'll do interior for
Well, let's take, unless you want to take a look at the needs, because one of them might be. So the needs that we have available to us right now are all the credit, or to take the last of this dessert without starting a fight. That one's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
wait. I wrote to take. I wrote to this instead because that's when I asked if you called me. Wait, go back.
To take?
Hold on just a second.
To blave, which means
To
to bluff.
blave. Liar! Liar!
Yeah, let's the last of the dessert.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
After what you just said, I'm not sure I want to be that anymore. The last of this dessert without starting a fight.
Dessert.
I know. I want dessert now.
I want specifically like banana cream pie.
Ooh.
I want to start a fight.
No.
Haha.
Dessert.
That's Jess and Amanda. So that goes here.
Oh, that's for us?
Yeah. So your need to take, you have to take the last of this dessert without starting a fight, which says a lot about the stakes happening in the party, at least.
Yeah.
And also
okay.
our friendship.
Yeah. So now we have Jessica and I will have a location, but it has not yet been determined, and someone can fill in the spooky object. I'll look at these locations here.
We can't. We don't have a choice. It's interior and the kitchen.
Oh yeah, they're twos.
Uh-huh.
Well, hey.
That works.
Well, we still have to go through the motions just so we don't screw up the turn order.
Sure.
All right, so now Huber, you can either just not have a turn and say the kitchen out loud.
The kitchen.
Okay.
No, we haven't even chosen that location yet.
The
So
kitchen, because it was the
We chose that
pre-Resident Evil
location.
7 demo.
When?
Oh, okay. I just
Resident
wrote
Evil
it down.
7 was called the kitchen before it was Resident Evil 7.
Huh.
All right, so now Amanda, you get a wild for the spooky object. That's what's up here. So you can do anything you want here. Talk us through your thought process.
They're all so good. Number three. Yeah, bone
Who
necklace
said
feels
that?
strangely familiar. It's interesting. I feel like porcelain doll, like we've been there. Painting with eyes that follow you, that's probably just already in the mansion.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Wax statue of a man, super creepy. Bloody love letter, just I don't know why it reminds me of Vincey's, but it does. But something you lost when you were very young is so interesting to me. But the bone necklace that feels strangely, both of those are good.
Toss a coin, B.
I don't have any.
Coins are out of fashion.
I don't have a coin. Let's
Well, Jessica seems to want number 3.
let's
No,
do
it's not
number
my.
3.
This is not my call. I don't have to do that.
Bone necklace that feels strangely familiar. Something you lost when you were very young. Could be a bone necklace.
Your mom could be a bone necklace. Oh,
Oh,
They can both be bone necklaces.
I think. Well, story-wise, I feel like 5 is a stronger choice, but
It's less
you're right.
limiting.
it's less limiting.
yes.
So let's do 5. Let's do something you lost when you were very young, but it could be A bone necklace that feels
Probably
strangely
not.
familiar.
No, it's,
Oh.
you didn't choose it, so you can't use it.
Yeah, huh?
No,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's the rule.
Okay. So now, all the dice have been used up. So I'll put them back over here.
Who got something you lost when you were very young? Who did that
Uh,
go to?
That's you and Huber.
Okay.
Spooky old object. Whatever it is, it's got to be spooky. I guess that it suddenly turning up is spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky. Okay. So now we will run down what we've got so far in turn order, saying the person whose turn with the next, you know what I mean.
What?
So Jessica will explain her and my relationship, and then I'll explain mine and Huber's. Huber's will do Huber's and Amanda's, and and Amanda will do hers and Jess's.
Hot dog. Ian and Jess are enemies. We're mortal enemies with a serious sexual tension. And our location is really interesting. It's the interior of the mansion in the kitchen specifically.
In the kitchen. Huber and I are out of place. One of us is 100 years from the future, and the other is 100 years from the past. Yeah. And we have a need to find the words to break the curse. A thought occurs
to go to the festival.
A thought occurs that we could be the same person from 1,000 years in the past and 1,000 years in the future. It doesn't have to be that. I just thought that.
Hey, I could flirt with both of you. This sounds great.
Amanda and I lost something when we were young, a spooky object. And immune to my power. What was the deal with that?
You're immune to my power.
You're immune to my power.
Direct quote.
So
Yeah.
that's the nature of your monstrous relationship is someone
It's-
saying you're immune to my
Yeah.
power.
It's reminiscent of Jessica Jones and the Purple Man. A little bit.
I can understand that reference.
Or like Bella from Twilight. Doesn't she have some kind of stupid garbage?
Yes.
She has tasty blood, right? No, that's
She smells
That's
good.
True Blood.
That's true, but she has tasty
She
blood.
but no, she smells really good to Edward because they're like soul vampire soulmates.
Or like
Twilight
Elena
is a
being
hot
Stefan's doppelganger person.
I'm
What?
gonna be a vampire.
Vampire Diaries? Come on now.
Oh,
So good.
Sorry, no, I never watched that.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it
I'm
does
gonna
sound
be a
like my cup
vampire
of
because
tea.
that will justify why I know one of you from the 100 years in the past or the future. You know what I mean?
It seems that one of us has to be an ageless being of some kind.
I
At
think
least
that
one.
I think that necessitates you being the 100 years in the past, Ian.
I'm an ageless being.
Yeah. Huber and Amanda also have a spooky object, do you not?
Yep, that we lost when we were young.
Amanda.
I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Amanda, what is your and Jessica's relationship?
Well, we are allies and we are bound by an unpaid life debt. Our goal is to take the last piece of dessert without starting a fight.
The stakes have never been higher.
Mm-mm.
So we're at a freaky Addams Family birthday party for this old Dracula guy named Lord.
Dracula.
I tried to say
Divinicus Astronomicus.
Dress
Vinicus.
Vinicus
Vinicus.
Malfiendish the Third.
Dress Vinicus Malfiendish the Third. Dress Vinicus Malfiendish the Third.
You could be crashing it and not know him too.
Vinicus. You don't know Dress Vinicus Malfiendish the Third? I've known all of the Malfiendishes.
You're such a fucking show off.
A prestigious line, the Malfiendish is.
I just like to think I do things with excellence.
Come here, buddy. Do you want to also make fun of Amanda? Come here.
Who's she talking
Yeah.
to? Who
My
knows?
My pussy.
Dress Vinicus Malfiendish the Third.
All right, so now we have to think up names and like who we are.
Mm-hmm.
I could be either from the future or the past, I think. Because I would have just known you in the any times.
Oh, sure. Fair. That's fair. That's right. That's a good point.
My name is Violet Aubergine.
Ooh.
Wow. Violet Aubergine.
Let me look up how to spell aubergine.
Oh, I always just guess everything.
Aubergine.
Huber, do you have a desire to be 100 years from the past or from the future? Or do you not care?
I'll be from the past.
My feeling was that, yeah, you're a lot more positive than I am. And so I think that I would be a jaded person from the future who knows how
That's good.
poorly everything goes. And you'd be this like bright-eyed, naive past person. So
My name is Ronald Steep.
That's awesome. So Huber, are we the same
Aubergine.
person or not?
It's up to you.
I could be like
Only you would know that because you're from the future.
ah.
So I don't know.
That's a good point.
I have an idea that I could well, maybe it'd be more fun if it's revealed. So let me think here. I'm just thinking in my mind.
And what's a good
Your mind
female
palace.
vampire's name? Like,
Right. That's kind of why I went for Violet Aubergine because I thought that sounded vampire-y.
I definitely think I'm a meme putters.
You are
Ooh, Drula.
Drula?
Druella.
Mhm.
Druella Constance. Drusilla.
Drusilla.
Priscilla.
Druella Cavill.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of where
Drusilla Constantine.
Priscilla. Oh wait. Drusilla. Oh God.
Tiffany Thang.
I mean, honestly.
Tiffany.
Oh my God. What if I'm like a pop star?
Tiffany Toothache.
What if I'm a pop star that is also a vampire? And then
Vampire
we're-
Yeah.
pop star? I love that.
Yeah, like Debbie Blood.
What's like when you add withdraw clot.
Tiffany Blood Clot.
When you
sanguine.
Oh yeah, sanguine. Mm-hmm.
That's just my name, sanguine. She goes
Oh, by one name, you're just sanguine.
sanguine.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let me change up here. That's good.
Oh, I have that hidden, so the users won't see the names on here.
Oh well, this will just be for.
It's helpful for us.
It'll be covered up by the zesty new Mortis.
When you use sanguine as an adjective, it means optimistic or positive, especially in an apparently bad or difficult situation.
It is related to the humors, and there was a time period in which
Blood.
people believed that we were ruled by our humors, which were blood,
Or
bile,
temperaments.
and some other things.
Phlegm.
Phlegm.
Phlegmatic, melancholic, choleric, and
There you
sanguine.
go. There it is.
I didn't know that.
To exsanguinate means to bleed, to make someone bleed. Mm-hmm.
Sanguinous.
You're sanguini.
Sanguine.
You want to see my sanguine?
I do. I see it on your shirt.
What's a? I'm trying to think of like a cool. Okay, yeah.
Melancholic, does that mean you're lacking melanin?
I don't. Melancholic means sad.
I know,
Mhm.
but like, is that what it's derivative of? If like phlegmatic is phlegm?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I'm interested though. Melancholic.
My name is Bunting Shallow.
Bunting shallow.
Bunting
I've
like
never-
the bird,
Mm-hmm.
not like the baseball.
Can you
hit.
write it? I don't know. Huber, what's yours guy's name?
Ronald Steep.
Nice. Violet Aubergine. Sanguine. And sanguine?
I mean, sanguine is it's pronounced sanguine, isn't it?
That's how I would say it, but I'm pretentious.
Sanguine.
What if it's sanguine queen?
Oh yeah, the sanguine queen.
Kind of fun.
Love it. All right.
Queen sanguine.
Oh.
Mm.
Well,
I'm a blood queen.
the spooky party begins right after this. Hello, welcome to Act 1. Jessica begins. Jessica's name is Sanguine.
Queen. She is the sanguine queen. I forgot that I was starting first. Wow.
Yeah.
There is a giant house on a hill. A giant house, but pardon me. Only people of certain vibrations are able to see this house.
Naturally.
Otherwise, it exists as just like this not interesting hill that no one really wants to build on because the foundation feels shaky or whatever. And people that might, like humans that might have be a little touched by an angel, like feel creepy when they're there, but they can never figure, like there's seismic activity, but not seismic. What do they call it? Yeah, is it seismic? It's like
Psychic.
Psychic.
Paranormal.
Sure, paranormal activity is happening there, and a lot of cameras are set up. So, but this house.
Wait, what's the name of the house?
The house
Does it have a name?
No, I think we need to name it.
Yeah, we need a name for this place. I was thinking something Manor, but I don't want to lead you.
No, that's great. This is improv.
Well, Malfiendish Manor is the guy's name, but
well, there it
Malfiendish
is.
Manor.
Okay, perfect.
It's got a nice ring to it.
It does.
It does. So Malfiendish Manor, while always particularly drab and even though people can't see it, it always seems uninhabited, even though we know Dravinicus lives there, Draskvinicus. But today it's like it's like if someone went to Party City for Halloween and decked it out. Like he's like it's a big deal. But there's also like cheesy 666 numbers everywhere. Like there's a big old like fire on the lawn that's like 666 in fire rings. And so just basically like, and there's like undead valets, like they're like people like are taking people's spooky vehicles to like valet them, and they're all mummies. And I am being transported via coffin because it was a long trip. And so up rolls a hearse and the mummies take out the coffin, and now it's nighttime. And so the coffin opens, a bunch of mist pours out, and you don't see anything in the coffin, but the second the lid hits the ground, I am standing completely upright in like this pink hot mauve dress. Like hot fuchsia dress, sparkly.
Yeah. Sanguine over here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I do the whole routine. I find my handler. My handler is literally it, right? Or the thing. And takes me along the house. And so no one gets to see Draskvinicus until, he comes down the broken stairwell and, basically debuts. But I'm being shown around, like there's like the quarters where a bunch of people can hang out, but then there's the VIP quarters, and like there's so many things to eat. And so it doesn't matter to me though, because I'm a vampire, but it's a beautiful layout, like eyeballs and fish legs and things like that. Fish legs, yeah. And then
Around here,
these vials of blood that literally look like they're like crystalline almost. Not crystalline, they're like sparkly. They're like sparkly blood vials. And
Like rock sugar.
Ooh, no.
Okay.
No, yeah, I really think that they're they're like flutes of blood. And the blood is special because why? Whose blood is it?
Michael Jackson.
It's Malfiendish, or what is?
Draskinius.
Malfiendish. It's Draskinius's Malfiendish's blood.
Oh, okay. So that's part of his fame, is that his blood is just fantastic. So as far as I'm concerned, that's my dessert. But I'm getting whisked away to do like interviews and like photo ops. So
interviews with a vampire?
What?
Oh!
Interviews with a vampire.
And
goodbye, everybody. I'm just gonna take off.
Reporter that I talked to, I'm like, yes, everyone has made this joke. It's really funny.
Yeah. Well, thanks for giving your time to Gardens and Coffins.
Yes, I'm always a fan of how to spruce up your resting place. So.
Yeah, and can you tell us a little bit about your album that's going to be popping out of the grave later this year?
Yeah, it's just so clever. It's really amazing how the general population still hasn't put it together. Like, I literally am talking about how have been undead for 1,000 years, and they still think it's like this cool act. You know what I mean? But I really am finally, for the first time in my long life, bearing really like what my soul is. So I feel like,
can you sing a little bit from your album? Can you sing us a little sample?
Normally this would cost a lot of money, but like, there is going to be the hit of the best hit is draining my soul. Draining my soul. Draining my soul. Your blood is good. Draining my soul. Wash me in it. So that's the hit. Obviously, you'd have to put in like good. The beat tracks. Like think like Lana Del Rey meets Lady Gaga meets Shania Twain, and then you really got like something right there.
Well, I think we do. Thanks for the interview.
Thank
with
you.
The vampire.
Okay. So I'm like going from room to room, and I think that's scene. Did I get what I wanted? Or
yeah.
Okay.
I gave you a white dye anyway.
What did I want? I wanted that blood
to make an entrance.
Oh, sure, I made an entrance.
I guess
sure.
I don't know. Who do you want to give this to for Act 1? You give them away.
Amanda, because she begrudgingly helped me.
She seemed very thrilled to help you.
Yeah, I would call it excitedly.
Just please, just let me be mean to you.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's my scene. So the camera slowly dollies forward into a room, a very nondescript room in the basement of
what kind of music is playing?
Malfiendish Manor. Sort of like a tension, like a building tension kind of strings, a lot of sustains. The camera zooms or is dollying forward, and there's like a strange static electricity kind of forming in the air in this sort of like half dome kind of a thing, and all of a sudden, with a crack, suddenly Bunting Shallow
phone booth shows up.
Yeah. A phone booth that's a police box that's just a phone booth. No, Bunting Shallow and Roland Steep are there, and Bunting Shallow is like doing the cool like crouch one knee thing. Roland Steep like kind of falls like a couple of feet onto the ground and like And then Bunting like shakes the head off. Okay, it worked. It worked.
I beg your pardon, sir. Good day to you. Who are you?
Well, sir, I am. This is gonna be a tall order for you to comprehend. I'm your grandchild. And
I don't have any children.
Well, you don't yet. I've pulled you from the past, 200 years in my past, and 100 years in your future. I'm from 200 years in your future, and you may be thinking to yourself, 200 years, grandchild, that math doesn't work out. Well, that's kind of why I've pulled you here, Grandpa, because you get into something. None of us are sure what. And you curse the whole damn family
Look,
none of us can die.
The last thing I remember was a man approached me and he said something about a cake. That's all I remember. Something about a cake. And he said, you need to prevent that cake from being used for evil. I don't know.
Grandpa, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know. He said he said a bunch of words I didn't understand and whisked me away. And here I am.
Well, that's
how do I know
odd.
you're not the same person?
Well, I thought I grabbed you out of the time stream and brought you to the middle point. Because I don't have the technology to bring you into my time. There's not enough power for that. But we figured out a way to send me back and you forward to a meeting place in the middle. So you're saying that some strange shadowy figure had already talked to you and said something about a cake?
Mm-hmm. And he said the cake is pure evil. He said the cake is pure evil and we need to fix it.
I'm wondering if this is related to the curse or not, Grandpa, frankly. But we'll operate. It's the only information we've got. None of us know anything about the curse. We just figured out that you had to be the start of it because everyone in our family line died until you. And then nobody since. Except direct blood. You know, the people we marry die.
My family's dead?
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, your wife is dead.
They're alive. They're alive?
Your children, you have 2 children. You don't have them yet, I don't think.
We don't have any children.
Yeah. Your children will live forever. Your wife dies in, I think, well, I don't remember the year. 1800s sometimes.
But I live alone.
What? You just said we. Grandpa, you're confused.
I have family, but I live alone. I don't have a wife yet.
Oh, well, yeah, you'll meet her. From what I've gathered, she's great.
Well, where are we?
Well, if we did the calculations correctly, this was supposed to be a Sam's Club in Michigan. But I don't think that that's where we are, so I have no idea.
Sam Sheffield?
What?
Sam Sheffield?
Who the hell is that?
You said Sam's Club. I just know Sam Sheffield from down at Wichita.
No, Sam's Club. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you wouldn't know. Sam's Club is a big box store. It's like a general store, but very, very large, owned by the Walton family, who runs Walmart, which is also something you don't know about. It's basically just a big store. We chose it because it was supposed to be closed and it's large. But clearly we did not do the math right, and I have no idea where we are.
Black dye.
Oh, as I'm talking, a strange like hunched furry, like kind of like a half bear, half man, half werewolf. It's a 3-half creature. Enters the room, and he's wearing a little like ill-fitting tuxedo that's like ripped and fur is poking out. And he just goes, "Who the heck are you?" And then he arrests us and throws us in a dungeon. Scene.
All right.
So now it is Huber. Oh yeah, I have to give this to someone. I'll give it to Huber.
Mhm.
So now it is Huber's turn. And I just put us in a dungeon, Huber.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Well, now look where we are.
Well, I guess we should have been talking quieter. I've never seen a monster like that before. We have
Me
different
either.
kind of monsters in the future. Things have not gone well, Grandpa, I'll tell you that.
Well, don't spoil it for me. I don't like spoilers. You seem like a pretty stand-up fellow, Bunting. I trust you.
Well, I hope so. We're blood, you know.
Well, how the hell are we going to get out of here?
You could try the trap door that's behind you.
Who said that? Who's there?
Violet Aubergine sort of melts through the bars and then rematerializes.
That we do have in the future.
Okay, so this is normal?
Well, for me. Hello. What's your name? Please
My
don't
name's
eat us.
Violet.
Okay.
Hi, Violet. I'm Ronald.
I'm Bunting.
Hi, Ronald.
Said something about a trap door. Yeah, I don't like being in enclosed spaces here.
Oh, yeah, right this way. Ronald, this is such a strange thing, but have we met before?
No, but you seem like a stand-up person. I trust you.
Oh, well, not a lot of people say that about witches, but let's go right this way. I'll show you the way out. You're missing all the fun of the party.
Party? Oh, I haven't been to a party in ages.
There's a part. Sorry, where are we?
You're at Dresvinicus Malfiendish III's 666th birthday party, of course.
Black die.
Uh-huh.
And I think the trapdoor is right around here, but maybe it was the other dungeon room.
Uh-huh. Well, can you use your magic to phase us through the bars, or just open the door, or?
I guess I can't.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But I can phase at least one of you through.
Oh, Bunting, go ahead.
Well, I actually think I have a way I can get out of here. So if you want to go with Violet, Grandpa. Also, by the way, he's like clearly younger than I am. Like, just by the way. Yeah, if you go with lovely Violet, you said?
Violet Aubergine.
Violet Aubergine. If you go with Violet, I think I can figure out a way to get out of this jail cell.
All right. Well, Ronald, are you ready for a little spine-tingling adventure?
I'm ready.
Just take my hand.
Great.
And then you feel what feels like maybe like thousands of little spiders biting you.
No.
And so, yeah, well, that's how it feels. Let's go. And I just yank him through the bars.
I phase in too quickly. She misjudges it, and I lose a finger.
Oh.
Ah! What have we done?
Sorry. It's not a perfect thing, you know. It's magic, not science.
It's okay.
Oh.
Scene.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, so Huber, who you want to give that die to?
Amanda, that was so funny.
Yeah. Okay, now it is Amanda's scene.
So Ronald and I are making our way up all of these winding staircases, and there's all kinds of secret hidden passages, and it's sort of a circuitous route. And so how do you know Dresvinicus?
I don't. I just was talking to someone. He had a coat on and a top hat, and he said something about cake. And the next thing I know, some cake. And the next thing I know, I'm in a cellar with that Bunting fellow who says he's my grandchild.
Well, is he?
I trust him. He seems like a stand-up guy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if you want some cake, I know where to get some. There's a whole room of dessert.
Yeah, I'm actually famished. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well,
delicious.
I hope you have an appetite for adventurous foods.
Mm-hmm.
I have
I
to
do.
say, even as a witch, some of these things are a little bit. They're like I like octopus as much as the next witch, but when you add it to rat tails, it starts to get a little dicey. You know what I mean, right?
You know, my neighbors always said I'm pretty adventurous. So I'll try anything, really.
Oh gosh,
Violet!
sanguine.
Sanguine now.
Oh, sanguine. I forgot. Sanguine.
It just changes every century. Now it's sanguine, and it's Ugh,
Oh, that's a nice color.
look. Oh God! You smell. Your smell.
Who smells?
This man.
Ooh.
No. It's just you're not anybody I've ever met before, but you smell so familiar, and I hate you, but I don't. But like only a part of you.
Just then a
How
lightning
rude.
happens kind of behind Roland, and I appear suddenly. Oh,
Hey, Bunty.
sorry. Hi, Roland, Grandpa. Yeah. Hey, you want to come with me real quick, Roland?
You're going nowhere.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Now
I
I
didn't...
know why you smell bad. You're related to this.
Sorry. Do I know you yet? I must.
Don't bother with her, Bunting. She's rude.
Sorry, I do a lot of time traveling. I meet people out of order sometimes. Hi, I'm Bunting Shallow.
Oh, I know who you are, Bunting Shallow.
I take it that you don't much care for me. I'll apologize in advance for whatever I may do, but I'm sure I had good reasons.
Do
or
you
will
think
have.
killing my entire family, my entire chosen vampire family, is something that you could just apologize for?
Bunting. How could you? You're a murderer?
Exactly.
Well, I think the operative word there would be vampire, but I have not yet killed any vampires. Interesting to know that I get into that in the future.
Oh, you'll just deny me as somebody that you once loved and then turned on completely by trying to sequester me for just yourself? My entire album is about you. Drain My Soul is about you.
Interesting. So at some point, that means I go into your past. I don't tell you about this conversation. We fall in love, and I kill your entire family.
Oh, you're playing the fool, just like he always did. Violet, take me out of here.
Listen, everyone, just let's all calm down. I'll do a little calming spell, and yes, it'll make us all happy. We'll go to the party.
I said I'll never do drugs again.
And I just do the spell, and everybody seems instantly calm except for Ronald Steep.
Yeah.
Is it Ronald or Roland? I might have written it down wrong.
I have Ronald.
Ronald.
Oh, sorry, I wrote it down Roland. Ronald. There we go. My bad.
What? Ronald, are you feeling calmer?
No, I'm very agitated. Sanguine is very rude, and you promised me dessert.
Calm spell.
You promised me dessert, Violet. And you said you had some very fun dessert items.
Well, why aren't my powers working on you?
I start like sniffing Bunting Shallow's neck, just like.
You know what?
Quit it.
Let's leave those two alone. Let's go find the dessert room.
Sounds good. Hey, Bunting, I'll catch you later.
Hey, that sounds great, Grandpa. I'm gonna just hang out with. What's your name?
So you're so funny.
Yeah, I am. White dye seems like.
I don't know. You didn't.
Well, it worked on us, but it didn't work on Ronald.
No, because he's immune to
I'm
my
immune
powers.
to the powers.
Yeah. So I guess black dye for you then.
Yeah. Or Yeah.
There's an argument to be made though that Huber's character wasn't like needing to be calmed as much as mine was, right?
Right.
Right. He's already pretty calm.
Let's give a white die to Huber.
Okay.
We
Yeah, because you're still going to get dessert, and that's what you were out to do. Is that the end of the scene?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well,
Jess,
and I also no, it's the end.
And then I
Up
and then
to you.
I
No, it's over. The scene
Okay.
is over.
Okay. They're dead. They're all dead.
he's dead, Jim.
Jessica, your turn now. I guess we're high and making out in the hallway or something.
Yeah, I think you've gotten me to the point of understanding the time traveling aspect that I haven't met you yet. And
Yeah. But I demonstrated to you by like disappearing and then just suddenly reappearing like 5 seconds into your future.
Right. And I see this as an opportunity to like restart, right? Like I'm a stronger vampire now. I have a better like valuation system inside of me, and you're not going to tear my heart up this time or stab me in my cold chest. So tell me, Bunting, why would you, is there an opportunity like just by meeting you now that you don't go into my past and ruin it?
Well, I guess. And are we still like, we're still like calmed out?
Oh
right?
yeah. We're like, I finally have gotten you to the place where I can like bite your neck a little bit and drink a little bit of your blood. Like,
well, here's the deal. I mean, if you're like, the past is fairly immutable. Mostly I travel around time to try to find solutions to problems that exist and solve them in my present. You can't, it's really hard and dangerous to change the past.
but why would you do that? Why? Like, you seem like such the person I fell in love with right now.
Well,
why would you kill my entire chosen vampire family? What would drive you to do that? Is it because you love me? I always knew it was because you loved me so much. You just wanted me for you.
that doesn't seem like something I would do, but I mean, I do things for a reason, and I'm a little, if I'm speaking plainly, I'm pretty ruthless when it comes to achieving goals, I'm really
let me just
goal
bite your
oriented.
tongue really quick. Hold on.
Huh?
I'm gonna bite your tongue really quick.
Ow.
I draw blood.
Hey, that hurts a little.
Hey,
Yeah?
Sanguine, can I have your autograph?
Oh, I'm busy right now.
Hey.
You suck!
I hate my fans. Nothing ever meant anything unless you were in it, Bunting.
Well, I'm sorry that I had such an impact on you in your past and my future.
I know what to do.
What?
I just can't let you travel back. You have to travel. You have to stay here forever. I will bind you to me forever, and you can't do anything unless I let you.
Well, that sounds like a fun time.
Let's go. I grab your wrist and I try to find Violet.
I follow along.
Yeah, you can't help it. Like my death grip is on your wrist.
Yeah. So hey, Sanguine, why are you looking for Violet? She went off with Gramps.
If anyone knows how to bind the binding spell, it's Violet.
Well, here's the deal, Sanguine. I've just got to cure this curse.
Just like last time, every time I talk about commitment, you go and talk about something else that you need to heal. But what about me? What about me? I'm right here.
What was I talking about in your past, my future? Was it still the curse, or did I figure that out?
I don't know. I tune you out. You talk about it so often.
Well, maybe that's why I kill your entire family. You ignore me all the time.
Excuse me, can I have your autograph?
In the distraction, Bunting reaches into their coat and like does something and then just disappears.
Let's go, Bunt. I'll kill him. I guess that's a black die now.
Yeah. Who do you want to give it to?
I'm actually gonna give it to Huber.
For that death scene, that death animation. Okay, my scene. My story is gonna get real complicated.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. I guess I would try to find Grandpa again. So I appear inside. I appear next to Gramps. And it's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes from when I disappeared by Sanguine. And Violet, I imagine you're still leading him somewhere. So I appear next to you guys. And I'm like, ugh.
Oh.
I gotta get some ginger. I'm starting to feel real crappy.
What kind of spell do you use to do that kind of popping in and out?
Oh, well, it's not a spell. It's just time travel. A few of us have that. Comes around in about 80 years. And it really, really, really messes things up. Kind of everything is horrible.
So it's not magic, it's science.
Yeah, well, a little unclear. It kind of, no one is quite sure where it came from. The witches, about 30 years ago, 70 years in the future for you, tried to fix a little bit of a sticky wicket that was going on. They tried to put an end to it. Didn't quite work. Things kind of got worse. 10 years from that, time travel sort of showed up. And then it's just kind of been wrecking things for the last 20 years. But I'm really just I acquired a time travel device. Let's not get into it. And then
Can I see the device?
What?
Can I see this device you speak of?
Yeah, I can show it to you later.
Why can't you show it to him now?
Not great idea to show future tech to people in the past. I think
you will show it to me.
Yeah, here it is. So it's like this weird ass like it looks kind of like a pressure like a blood pressure cuff thing, around a big crow. And the crow is like got like wires and stuff sticking into it from this blood pressure cuff looking, like a bird. And the bird is still mostly alive. And it like every so often the crow like dies and shrivels up and then suddenly is normal again. And so it's like living its entire life over and over again, just like trapped in this thing. And it's like it seems to be like powering the device.
Slightly morbid, but beautiful craftsmanship.
Yeah, it's got like brass and it's a nice looking thing, except for the horrific nature of how it's powered. Yeah, so I guess magic probably comes into it, a little in the powering of it. I can't say I love how it works, but it works, and it's what we've got. And I'm kind of just out to solve the curse that Granddaddy here gets on our whole family, so none of us can die. It's fun for a while, but starts to get pretty sad when everyone like if I knew how to curse other people and like make them live forever, that would be something else. But when it's just
as you're saying this, Grandpappy is like looking at the device. Is it in your hands, Huber?
I'm holding it still, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah, I'm just kind of peeking at it.
Great. Like a bookcase in the hallway, like shifts. Something grabs Grandpappy, and the door goes back to normal.
Yeah!
I quickly put the bird back in my pocket. Well, I didn't see that coming. Violet,
Yes.
do you know? I still am not clear where I am. I gather we're in a mansion. I gather there are vampires. Apparently, didn't
You
know about
are
that.
at the largest gathering of people of the other realms that has happened in the last 1,000 years. This is just Vinigus Malfiendish III's 666th birthday party. Every vampire, werewolf, reconstituted monster, zombie, swamp thing, bug creature, ghost, apparition, witch, everyone
Yeah.
is here. And if
Great.
you're here, that means you're part of something very important. Now, I don't know how you got that witch that's trapped in your device, but I tell you what, Bunting Shallow, you have started a chain of actions into motion, which you will come to regret. I will summon my coven, and we will find out how you got that witch in your device.
Well, she's gone.
I'm still here.
Ah! Well, it's just a. Oh, she's gone again. It's just a crow. It's not a witch. Or is it a person in crow form? Is it a?
Is it? Bring it out again.
I hold it out because I imagine you're. What?
So you're holding Regina.
Regina?
Yep. And she was a witch for 584 years before she was captured and put into your little device there.
You know, now that you say that, it makes sense because 10 years after the witches failed to stop the, well, not supposed to talk about it, the problem, they all kind of disappeared, and then time travel was around. So that is starting to make some sense. If this is... Hi, Regina. Sorry. Did not know about this. Also, you said Malfiendish is the name of the person? Because there's a Malfiendish. There's a Malfiendish Industries 100 years from now that owns pretty much everything. So that's something. I should probably go find my grandpa.
Bunting Shallow.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're in too deep?
Yeah.
Scene.
I'd say it's a black tie for me because my grandpa got.
Yeah, things are not going well for you right now.
But I'll give that to Amanda. Oh, you didn't see that, but I gave it to Amanda.
Thank you.
Cool. That was my scene, right? Now it's Huber's second scene of Act 1.
Cool.
Go.
So I am in a dark room surrounded by
Surrounded. Sorry, it was just so cute.
6 hooded figures chanting. The clock strikes 12. My eyes glaze black.
Whoa.
And then go back.
Eyes has begun.
How long has it been? That was rough travels.
Whoa.
We have awaited your return.
Couldn't you have chosen a better body? This one stinks.
It receives the most privilege in this time, so we thought it would be best for you to not be a sore thumb.
Look, I don't know. There's too many variables this time. Bunting's getting too close. He's gone. And
you continue. You're more important.
He's gone and he's messed around with. He's pissed off the coven. They're going to get involved now.
You are here. This is the pivotal time. Everything cannot happen or will not happen. or has not happened if you do not complete the circle.
Everything will not happen and has not happened and will not happen unless it happens.
Everything's gotta happen. What
Complete
they
the
said.
circle.
The
Complete
circle.
the circle. Complete
Yeah.
the circle.
Yeah.
So I link with everyone, and we
didn't-
start.
We didn't mean that. We meant the circle of events, right? Or did we?
Yeah, that's
mean
what I
this?
meant. But like, you
I don't have clarity on that. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
It's a great
See,
honor.
you're supposed to know, but that damn button is it's causing chaos. We need to find him.
Bunting.
Where's Malfiendish?
Nobody's seen him.
Malfiendish has yet to make his debut.
I'm gonna go look for Malfiendish. He's got something of mine.
We will be in the walls.
So I'm trying to like get out of this place, and I'd like pick up a lantern that's conveniently placed right there, like looking all around, and I see a coffin. I step over to the coffin, I open it. And I see Bunting
Oh,
just asleep in stasis, but it's like not the Bunting we saw earlier. There's minor variations, minor differences. It's got longer hair, looks a little older. And I reach in my pocket, pull out a stopwatch. I place it on Bunting. Let's see you get out of this one, old friend. Slam! Scene!
what the?
What a fucking fun turn!
That's a white die for Huber, I believe.
Wow.
Sweet.
Who do you want to give it to, Ubisoft?
I'll give that one to Jess for throwing me in the trapdoor.
Yeah. All right, Amanda.
Mhm.
Final turn of Act 1.
Well, now Violet Aubergine is in a sort of a bad mood. And she's a pretty sunny witch most of the time, but now she's piecing it together. According to Bunting Shallow, events are going to be put into action soon that in 100 years will result in a time travel device being invented that harnesses witches' powers, and Malfiendish Industries will launch. And that all of that is very upsetting, to the point where she's considering cursing his whole family with the inability to die,
Wow.
because I want them to be alive to see the havoc that this has all wrought. So I'm mulling over all of that, and meanwhile, I can't get out of my head how cute I think that Ronald Steep is, and how I think maybe I want to marry him and have his kids. But it's very distracting. And so while I'm just wandering around, I decide, well, I'm gonna go have a snack. So I go into the little party area, and I do some dancing, and I laugh at some jokes, but it's kind of half there. I'm like, you're fun. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna curse some people. And I'm just having a good time.
But we all know you to be a little bipolar anyway, so this
Well, when you are as old as I am, you either learn to be a really good optimist, or you're more on the nihilist side, and I chose to be an optimist.
right.
I think the world is going to end, but I'm an optimist.
Right.
That's a quote. That's a direct quote.
I know. It's
From
actually not a direct quote. We're all gonna blow ourselves up.
But I'm an optimist.
But you're not.
Anyway,
What
thank
is
you.
that
Thank
from?
you. That's from the archives of Jessica Lynn Verdi.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't not remember it right.
It was adorable. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so Violet Aubergine, she's dancing, and she sees, hey Frank, hey Marcy, how's it going? And I'm just casting little spells here, making fireworks go off, and just shaking hands with werewolves and all that stuff. And then I'm like, you know what I really want? Just want some dessert. So I go into the dessert room, and to my horror, the cake is gone. The pudding is gone. The caramelized cockroach clusters are gone.
Why?
The chocolate dirt crumble Oreo milkshake situation with the gummy worms, gone. There is nothing left but the blood crystals. And there's only one. And I'm like, well, I've heard Malfiendish's blood is pretty good. And yeah, it makes you have like a really extra fun night. Maybe I'll just have a little bit of that. And so I kind of look around. I'm like, well, nobody else seems to want it. Because I really don't want to. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that takes less. Because I'm upset. I'm seeing how everyone else took the dessert. So I'm upset. And I reach out to take the last goblet. And just then, Sanguine also reaches for it. Oh! Sanguine!
Violet?
Were you going to have that?
I mean, it doesn't make sense for you two, right? But who would want to be the person that takes the last dessert at a party? You know,
I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. No.
it's not like I haven't eaten. I'm sure I had a little bit of an hors d'oeuvre out of bunting, and you know, you had a little scrumptious snack in Ronald. You know, so
I don't drink
both are
blood.
satiated, right?
No, actually, because Ronald, he got sucked behind a bookcase. And
What do you mean?
well, just, one of those secret passage things. The bookcase turned and some big hands came out and just grabbed him and went into the mall. I figured I'd meet up with him later.
This is no time for dessert. We are being ditched by men, and this never happens.
No, you know what, Sanguine, you're right. Remember when we were both 16?
Yes.
Remember how we went to prom together? Well, what was it called? Cotillion?
The cotillion, yes.
Yes. And remember how we both were stood up and we made a vow?
To never be stood up again.
No. It's a life debt I owe to you.
I owe it to you. And obviously we don't need desserts because we don't need to give the men any more reason to not like us, and my hips are already getting large. It's just too much.
What if we split it?
Oh, okay.
You could have the first sip.
No, you.
No, you have it.
Just then, like a giant, it's like a mirror, kind of like with an ornate frame, floats into the room, and then like, kind of like in between the both of you, and then a bunch of like screaming demons are inside of it, and one of them just reaches out and like takes the blood and like drinks it, and then they just like float out of the room without saying anything.
We will kill everyone at this party.
We will curse them all.
And their families.
Yes. Let's
but
do
we
it.
can't start a fight.
Oh.
Well, you can.
I give Jessica that die.
Okay.
Because she's my friend.
Okay. Beautiful. Is that the end? You can keep going.
So.
The die doesn't mean the end of the scene necessarily.
Oh.
I think we.
I felt like the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's the end of Act 1. So, let's, are we feeling a soft tilt or a regular tilt? I don't even...
Well, Hubert really threw us off the deep end in a good way. So I think a hard tilt is probably in order.
Love a hard tilt.
All right. So, of people... Did we screw this up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, that's right.
No one gave you dice because you suck.
Because I suck. All right, so Jess, you've got a black 2. So it's nobody has a high white. So I guess Hubert and Amanda, you guys can choose who wants to do the big category for the tilt and who wants to do the little category.
Whichever.
You do the little category.
Cool.
Okay. So you have these dice: 3 1s, 3 2s, 1 3, and 1 4. Amanda, which big category would you like? We've got mayhem, tragedy, innocence, guilt, paranoia, and failure, but you can't do paranoia or failure.
Or failure. Okay. I mean, I've always loved mayhem.
It's real good.
Certainly.
It's already mayhemic too.
Let's do mayhem. Let's go Let's go all the way.
Mayhem. All right,
Mayhaps, mayhem.
Which? So that's a 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which thing under mayhem do you want, Hubert?
Magnificent self-destruction.
I had a feeling. All right, so the tilt for Act 2, all-purpose scene enhancer, mayhem, magnificent self-destruction.
Love it. We'll be back.
Act 2, welcome back. Jessica's scene, mayhem, magnificent self-destruction is the tilt.
Tilt.
Tilt. Yeah. So Act 2 beginneth.
So Violet and Sanguine are making their way systematically throughout the party, simultaneously cursing and exsanguinating humans, or like, you know, creepies and stuff like that. Yeah. So like if they're not blood ridden, she'll curse them. And if they are blood, like normal red blood, like, and then I'll drink the red blood if they are.
Are you killing them?
There's an argument to be made that you could still vampire these people.
And my curses are not like all like totally bad things. They're more like only wants to eat pickles and like, you know, inexplicably like has to collect, you know, stray animals, like just things that are like, they just complicate their lives, just like little annoyances. It's my specialty.
I love it.
Like you always have a hangnail, you know, stuff like that.
That's the worst.
It's a really bad one. That one's only for really like nasty people. I save that one.
That one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are systematically just raging, hormonally raging at these people. But all the while trying to see if we can find, I'm like using my nose to see if I can find Bunting or Ronald. And there strangely is like no trace of either of them.
And no trace of Drasvinicus Malfiendish the Third either.
This is true, but that's less odd, seeing as it's not like him to arrive early to his own party or on time. Like he's obviously he always has like this grand debut. So which is actually coming up. So he should be seen soon. Violet, I just don't feel like this is fulfilling me in the way that I wanted it to.
Oh, Sanguine, how many years must we live to know that revenge just doesn't have that sweet feeling as, you know, living a good life and finding contentment, being in the present.
I'm such an optimist.
I can't help it.
Why doesn't he love me?
Who?
Bunting.
Bunting?
Why doesn't Bunting love me? Why did he kill my family? I'll never understand these things. What is it about me that makes me just like a disposable human?
I mean, as far as I remember, you were the one that vampired his whole family before that and made them into your chosen vampire family. So
but
really,
I thought they were going to live forever anyway.
No, that's not yet. That hasn't happened yet.
Never mind.
The people that you vampired are dead.
It's not like they didn't want to. Even
Are
if they
you
didn't
sure?
want to, they wanted to. You know what I mean? What are you suggesting?
Well, why didn't you bring Bunting along? Maybe he felt really left out.
Always said he wanted to be his own person. And so I showed him how great it would be by vampiring his entire family.
Well, listen, Bunting, I don't know. Maybe the two of you were so in love that you learned how to hate each other. I don't know.
Love and hate do exist on the same wavelength.
Hold on, I'm hearing an
Just then, the lightning happens, and Bunting appears next to both of you. Except there's something different about this Bunting. He seems older, hair is longer, has a scar down the side of the face, which the one in the coffin did not have. And looks at Sanguine and knows her. Okay. Have you started cursing and killing people yet? Did I miss that part?
We're almost all the way through the whole party, yes.
Fuck. Hey, baby. Good to see you.
Baby?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the night that I met you for the first time, right? This is me. I'm from further in the future, so I know everything that happened in our past. I killed your chosen vampire family, which was a bunch of my cousins. That the non-cursed side, like my grandma's side, well, her sister, my grandma's sister's kids that you
Why
turned
are
into
you
a bunch of
calling me
vampires.
baby after you've done all that? I don't understand. You've left me.
Well, because I love you forever, baby. That part wasn't a lie.
Oh, that's really sweet.
But, I mean, I had to put my family down. You turned them into vampires. They didn't want that. They wanted me to kill them. I didn't want to do that, but they begged me. And I can't die anyway because of the curse, which I thought, hey, can I ask you just straight up? Violet,
Wait,
is that you? Do you do that later tonight, or is that a different thing? We still haven't figured that out.
Oh, it's in the works.
So that's gonna be you later tonight.
Don't answer that, Violet.
Yes.
Don't.
Unless I can find Ronald before then.
So
I would rather go out and go see a movie or something. So if I can find Ronald before then sure, I won't curse your family, but I'm pretty much sure that I'm going to do it.
So under you don't notice, but under Bunting's like duster jacket, he had reached into like a crazy weird looking pistol, like something straight out of the movie Existence. But when you say, he like relaxes his hand for a second, he's like, okay, so you're saying that if we find Ronald, my grandfather, and you guys can go on a date, you won't curse the whole family?
You make it sound so trivial.
Well, I mean, that seems like a much better solution than what I was thinking. I would much prefer your solution.
As all that, the way that, here's the real problem now, because Violet explained it all to me. The way that you've been able to come in and out of my life is because of a witch. You have been enslaving a witch in your time travel device.
And that's not okay. I don't know if I can get over that. I don't know if a simple date will be enough.
I feel bad about that. Since I learned about that at the mansion, it takes us a couple of years. We do figure out another way to do it, and he takes out the same device, but instead on it is like this crazy it's like a shriveled kind of human heart inside the thing. But I don't think you guys would like this one much better. This is a vampire heart. Yeah, a lot of the tech in the future. What?
Who's?
That's
vampire?
not important. That's not
It
important.
is important, Bunting. You never tell me anything.
Well, it's
Part is it Bunting?
A zombie walks in and grabs the heart and eats it.
no shit. No. Oh god damn it.
Brains.
Bunting shallow.
Hang on. Bunting shoots the zombie through the head. God damn it. Now I have to find past me, steal his time travel device, get to the future, make another one,
You know, for being so confusing, Bunting,
Huh?
I am going to curse your family with immortality.
No, wait. Oh, God, I knew I always would be the cause of this. As soon as I started time traveling back, I knew it was all my fault. Damn
Isn't
it.
that how it
Classic
is?
time travel. Now I'm pissed. Hang on. Where was I at this part of the night? What time is it?
I have to go find Ronald, and I'm going to go find a piece of cake, darn it. He and I deserve cake.
Oh, there's cake upstairs, third door on the left. I remember that. It was a whole big thing.
Really?
Yeah, except I think it's like, hang on.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything
you
about
sure?
the cake. I trust it. I trust the cake is fine.
If you say so. But seriously, what time is it? It's like, there are no clocks in here. You people.
It struck 12 when Ronald was in the seance room or whatever.
Okay,
Right, so
so
it's probably sometime around 3:30.
One or
Yeah,
Oh.
all right, okay. That means I'm
Between that.
probably. Okay, yeah. I'm about to get grabbed through the bookcase downstairs. All right, bye.
Bunting.
He just runs off.
Bunting. I start flying after Bunting.
Sanguine. Sanguine.
Is this whose scene is this?
I
My
think it's.
so
I thought it was Ian's.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, so it is Jess's.
I didn't get what I wanted. I can't imagine I did.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right, now it's my scene, I guess. Sorry. That was
No, it's
mine
great.
too.
We're killing it.
All right. Well, Bunting, future Bunting, future Bunting is running down the hallway, and Sanguine catches up because vampires are way faster than humans.
Please.
What?
I can't let you leave me again.
Well, that's fine. Just come with me. I gotta find past me before I get grabbed through the door, so I can take the time travel device real quick, and then put it back. He won't even know about it.
You don't understand. If I let you leave this time, you'll never come back to me.
Well, that's not strictly true. I
know
might
it.
have cheated and had a little look forward. I don't want to spoil it.
Why me, of all people? Of all vampires? Why me? Why am I wrapped up in this evening? Why did you choose me?
Well, the heart wants what it wants. I don't know. We just
That's
kind of.
some bullshit excuse. Tell me the real reason.
No, I mean the heart in my time machine that zombie ate. It kind of has a mind of its own. It wants what it. It's very complicated, but also I care about you.
Did you see this in your future, Bunting? Did you see me never talking to you again? Ever?
You don't talk to me for about after tonight. You don't talk to me for 126 years. But then we kind of like accidentally meet again at a Whole Food. Well, what Whole Foods kind of it's a Malfiendish.
As
Foods.
you're talking, I grab your neck and start exsanguinating you. Did you see this?
Yeah, this happened.
Dude.
I can't. You're like sucking my blood, and I'm like, I can't die.
I hate you.
I hate me too.
Are you a vampire?
No, I'm cursed. Violet just cursed us. Past me didn't know about it. This me didn't know about it until right now when it was confirmed because I watched her do it.
So if everything means nothing and everything's already written and everything I do doesn't matter, then what's the point of living? What about this? And I grab like a wooden torch that's like sharp at the end. I'll do it.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you won't.
And I do.
Bunting is like, he looks confused for a second and then he just like looks at his notebook like, scene? Black die?
Oh my god.
It's just like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen. Okay. Huber's scene.
So Ronald Steep is playing the piano in another room, and it's drawing Violet to the room.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Violet recognizes the tune from hundreds of years ago.
Ooh.
Oh, that tune. That's
It's the
That's
theme
something
song
out
from
of-
The Firm, the Tom Cruise movie.
it's something out of my childhood.
Violet, it's me, Theodore. I've inhabited this meat sack. Violet,
my childhood friend.
we're trapped in a loop. It's never-ending pain and torment. And only you can break the cycle. It's all because of that Bunting fellow. That Bunting kept messing with time.
Well,
Traveling forwards and backwards and sideways and upside down.
Well, guess what? Guess what, Theodore? I just cursed him. I cursed
No!
his whole family. They'll never die.
No!
Immortality.
Violet, we need to undo this curse. We need to undo it. There's something. We need to break this curse. And then Bunting will be released and all will be as it is, as is right.
Well, I guess I could try to break it, but aren't you part of that same family?
Yes.
You're a meat sack?
This meat sack and my spirit in this meat sack will all fade away, but everything else will be right and I'll be able to rest in peace. There's something different tonight, though. Something to do with Sanguine. There was a change in her.
Yes.
We need to find her. We need to find Sanguine. Have you seen her?
I just left her just downstairs. Your music drew me up here.
Okay.
I just wanna go over a couple of details. So you are my childhood friend, Theodore.
Mm-hmm.
One of my former coven mates, perhaps, the cloaked figure group.
Yes.
And you're inhabiting the body of Ronald Steep, who is the grandfather of Bunting Shallow, who is a time traveler. And somehow he brought you here tonight to the birthday of Dresvinicus Malfiendish III.
Yes.
Which is a special night.
I thought this body would rattle Bunting. I don't know if it's had any effect.
Planned to rattle Bunting.
Yes. Need to catch him off guard. Get close to him and
so when
get
you
his
are
bracelet.
traveling the time currents, you hitched a ride on Ronald Steep, but Ronald Steep is innocent. And Ronald Steep is Bunting Shallow's grandfather.
Ronald Steep is a necessary sacrifice.
Then here's what we'll do. I will undo the curse on you. And that will release the curse on the whole family.
Excellent. I'm ready.
I'm so sorry, Theodore.
Just remember, Theodore will be gone and you'll only be left with Ronald Steep, so you'll need to explain everything to him.
Or maybe I don't. Maybe we'll just go have some cake. Cake is okay, right?
I have a distant memory of cake, but it was lost in all of Bunting's meddling. There was something about it. So beware of the cake.
Maybe it was just a wedding cake. And I uncurse you.
Oh.
Are we going to get those desserts now, Violet?
Why, sure, Ronald.
Let's
this party's winding down anyway.
Let's go get some food. You promised.
All right.
And you owe me. You took my finger.
Oh, I'll see if we can get a replacement.
Awesome. See you, I guess.
Yeah. That was great.
You owe me. You took my finger. It was
All right.
so cute.
Oh, no, this is correct, because that was Huber's scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Amanda's scene.
Mm-hmm. So I take Ronald's hand, and I also playfully take a little handkerchief and I tie it around his eyes, and I say, "No need to peek. We're just on our way to a special dessert place." And I just take him by the hand, and we sort of walk down the hallway. And as we walk, we walk through this like very wet blood puddle, and I just don't even realize that was my friend Sanguine. We're just on our way out. And we walk by, and meanwhile there are all like 20 buntings running past us, like just in a flurry, and some of them have stopwatches and some of them don't, and they're just all like, "Did you fix it? No. Did you fix it? Did you fix it? No, I'm still trying to figure it out. Are we not cursed? I don't think we're cursed anymore, but why are we all here?" And then like
you hear one of them as you're leaving says like, "They didn't eat the cake yet, right? At least they didn't do that, right?"
We go to the room where the cake is, and open the door, and
smells good.
Yeah, doesn't it? And we both go and we start cutting ourselves pieces of cake, and that's when Drastvinicus Malfiendish III appears, and he says,
"Hello. I see you're enjoying birthday cake."
"Oh, we're eating your cake before you had a chance to eat it."
Oh no, so rude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well,
sorry,
actually, it's okay. That cake, you see, is pure evil. It makes terrible things happen. It's a bit of a joke, you see. I invited everyone to this party that I hate. And I don't
even know you.
Well, I don't know you either. But you ate the evil cake, so you're kind of in it now. Well, throwing up shall not reverse the curse. You are both cursed now. Also, I don't even know what the cake does. It just makes terrible, horrible things happen. Curses, deaths,
Violet, I don't
Super
blame
Bowls. What?
He tricked us, Violet.
He did.
It's not your fault.
And I can't help you because you're immune to my powers.
Like, 6 buntings burst in the door just then and said, "Don't eat the... Fuck!" They ate... All right. Hang on. We gotta... Hang on. And they go back in the hall. I'm like trying to figure it
out. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Ronald. I guess we're evil now. Do you still want to go on a date?
Your lives are... You're not evil. You're just fucked.
I think I can handle that.
Yeah, Violet.
I'm an optimist.
I think we should just get the hell out of here and live what days we've got left. Screw this.
Screw this.
A white tie.
Happy birthday, old man.
Thank you. What was your name again? Oh,
Ronald.
God. Oh, thank you, Ronald. Good party. Good party. This is going well. I wonder where everyone is. I told the butler to bring everyone to the cake room at 3:30.
I just wanted to tell you, I'm the butler, the guy that you saw earlier.
I know who you are.
Most of the guests have been either exsanguinated or cursed with small annoyances, and so they all went home.
Damn it! I guess I should have set the cake for 2:30 instead of 3:30. These parties always fall apart at around 3. I should.
Yo, this party sucks, bro. I'm out of here.
Who said that? Are those teenagers?
Someone's peeing on the
Malfiendish. Butler, are there teenage interlopers in the party? This happens.
Yes.
Hang on. He does some kind of like crazy thing with his fingers, and all the teenagers burst into flames.
Oh,
there.
Bravo. Very well done.
Malfiendish takes a bite of the cake. it tastes like crap. Scene.
Jesus.
All right, Jess's scene.
Flashback to before Bunting is supposedly supposed to kill all, like before like the family turns into vampires, before you're gonna kill all of them, where things are good.
Yeah. Before he had the scar, but his hair is long.
Before you had the scar, and it's just some random night, but Sanguine goes, "Oh, that was so strange. Did you feel that?"
What, a pain in your chest?
Oh, I just know that we're so connected, and it's just something so strange.
Well, I noticed immediately that you were feeling. What was it? What happened?
Some massive shift just happened. I don't
You want
know.
me to go? You want me to go into the future and check it out, or
No. I think it's all for the best.
all for the best? You looked pretty worried.
No, I have this feeling of a weight being lifted, pressure being taken off.
Well, that
I'm not in
sounds
love
good.
with you, Bunting.
Oh. He pulls out his notebook and he's like,
No, see, that's it. That's just it. Bunting.
yeah.
You're never here. You're never in the no, stop looking. You know what?
All right. He
I
puts
can't
the book
change
down.
you. I can't change you. If you need to live by future and past rules, then this isn't right for me. I think we're diverging.
Well, I must say I'm a little surprised. This wasn't in the notes, but I respect your decision.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Can I have your autograph?
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's just the thing I do before I give you my autograph.
oh,
Isn't that cool?
Can you sign it with my own blood?
me too.
Yes, I can. And I grab each of their fingers and go and sign like these parchment papers with their fingers.
While
Nice.
you're distracted by doing that, Bunting, with a sad look on his face, like a farewell look, and he kind of just does like a silent farewell with his hand, reaches into his jacket pocket, disappears.
And I look and turn to see if you're still there, and you're not. And it's sad, but it's okay. Scene.
Whoa. I guess that's a white, huh?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. Bunting's scene. Final scene of the episode for Bunting. At least my turn. Okay. So there are a bunch of different Buntings from a bunch of splintering timelines in the mansion now. We've figured out that something is happening tonight. There's like a nexus in time that allows for different possibilities, different like lines of fate to happen. But we have ascertained that no matter what happens, Violet and Ronald always eat the cake. And we've also now discovered that Violet is indeed our grandmother. But the cake, as a sick joke, even though she removed the curse, the cake recurses with the same curse, the family line, to maintain everything happening. And as far as we can tell, there's no way to stop them from eating the cake because the cake exists in sort of like, it's so evil and it was designed to never give anyone anything they want. So it exists in some kind of like temporal anomaly, so it can't be like messed with by time. So like no matter what happens, they always eat the cake, even if we go there earlier in the evening, even if we do whatever. That's why there's so many of us, because we keep going back earlier to try to stop them from eating the cake, try to remove the cake. God. try to do everything for the cake. One of us goes down and wakes up the one that was in the coffin, because that was just a different failed attempt to like scare Ronald to try to get him to leave the party, but it didn't work because he was already Theodore by that point. And so all of the Buntings, there are like 30 of us now in this room. We're down in that basement room where we all entered originally. We're all just like kind of like having a confab, and we sort of just realize that we can't even like kill Ronald to stop our family line because it's already too late. And then someone suggests that we go earlier and kill like Ronald's parents. But then we start talking about paradoxes and how if like we go back to do that, then we wouldn't exist to do that, so it would undo that, and then this would just all happen over and over again. So we realize basically that there's no way out of it, and you can't change time. So then we just decide to go to Disneyland.
Okay.
Which, of course, in the future does not exist because of the problems. So we just go to 1970s Disneyland. Yeah.
White tie.
White tie. Absolutely. Okay. The sky opens up, the lightning happens, and out pops cyborg style, futuristic trench coat, cybernetic enhancements, Bunting and Ronald together. Ronald has one arm. Bunting is like exosuit looking. This shit ends tonight, Bunting, one way or another.
Yeah, we're gonna tear this whole reality apart.
I have a gas can and I start dumping it all over the house, the walls, everywhere. I kick down the door.
And you
Buntings
see,
are...
as they exit the first room, the gas can goes by the camera and it says time gas on it.
I'm dumping the time gas. Malfiendish approaches us. Interlopers!
I start splashing time gas all over him.
Malfiendish, you son of a bitch. This is all your party's fault.
Your damn cake. This ends tonight. Time gas burns everything.
Where's the baker? Where the hell's the baker, Malfiendish? Tell us.
I forgot. He's in the dungeons. I make him bake cakes in the dungeons. His hatred of me fuels the power of the cake.
Let's go, Bunting.
Yeah. I toss a match behind myself, lighting Malfiendish and the whole mansion on fire.
The mansion's in flames. We're down in the dungeons. We slam it open. And the baker is there doing magic. Opening a portal. Has like all this like laboratory equipment.
I throw the canister of time gas at the back of her head. And she like falls over.
You're too late. In that moment, the cake goes through the portal to an unknown destination as it seals shut.
Damn it!
God damn it, Bunting. That was the last of the time juice and the time gas.
And the mansion's burning all around you.
Yeah. He takes a vial out that says time juice. It's like, I got one sip left.
And then this mirror comes in and kind of slides between them. And these little interdimensional goblins reach out and they're like, oh, thank you. And they just fly away.
The mirror demons ate the time juice.
I knew this was our last chance. It was a one-way ticket.
Yo, Grandpa, I always loved you. Even though kind of all of this is, well, I guess it's my fault, I guess, mostly.
It's nobody's fault. It's that damn baker.
We burned
I love
to
you. Yeah, we burned to death.
Yeah. Malfiendish. Malfiendish upstairs, though, just goes like this, and the fire that was on him, like, goes off of him, and he just walks out of the mansion. And he's like, maybe I should go into business. I've had it with this.
Boss, I think that's a great idea.
Oh, you made it out too. Great. Let's go start a company.
Have you ever heard of Sam's Club?
No. What is that? Like a big box?
Yeah, I think you could totally take those guys.
All right, let's do that.
Scene.
That was probably a black die for you. Amanda, final scene of the episode. What's up?
The self-destruction mayhem.
Yep.
So Violet and Ronald drive away from the manor house that only some people can see if they're on the right vibrational level, and they're in a 1950s style convertible with dice hanging from the mirror, and tunes are playing and the stars are out. It's a beautiful night. There's like shooting stars, a gorgeous crescent moon. You can still see some of the party guests leaving on brooms and, on magical ghost horses and things like that. It's just like magic in the air. And we've got like the ooh, ba, 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 ooh, ba, 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 ooh, ba, 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 ooh. Wow.
In the night.
Right.
Mhm.
And then we see behind like the mansion just like goes up in flame, and it's just like this like awesome like green red fire.
Yeah.
And it's just like explosions, and it's just awesome. But we're totally oblivious because we're like completely in love. And I turned home and I said, "Hey, hun, what if you were gonna have kids? What would you want to name them?" And Ronald looks at me and he goes, "I know it's a weird name, but I always like the name Bunting." I'm like, "Yeah, something about that seems right."
Reminds me of cake and more, so much more. I love bunt cake, but bunting.
It's like a party every day.
Mm-hmm.
And we just drive off into the night.
In the night, the fire lights your eyes in the night.
The end.
Clearing up the
Oh wait, a final shot of Bunting, of one of the Buntings' jacket. It zooms in and there's like a name tag on the inside of the jacket, and it says Bunting Steep Shallow Jr. on the name tag, so that you know that I'm named after my dad, their son, who was Bunting. Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Victory!
The end. That was a fun one.
Excuse me one moment. Be right back.
Okay. So we will start figuring out the math here on our numbers. So you take I got a one black, I guess.
Yeah, 5 black.
And what did Amanda get here?
I'm gonna go get my baby too.
I have a black 5.
Ah! Oh my God.
Big
Whoops.
ol' Milo.
Hey. So big.
Mm-hmm. He just woke up.
Nice.
Hi, mine.
Special guest.
He's transfixed.
So transfixed. All the faces.
These are more faces
many
than
faces.
you've probably seen in a long time, eh?
Serious.
Everybody's through FaceTime or through the computer.
Oh yeah, I suppose he's used to it.
You make a poop. No.
Adorable.
So big.
Seriously.
I mean, he's one.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he
It's
turned
been
one
a year?
Yeah, June 21st.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Doesn't he look like Brandon now?
I
think
don't
he
remember
does.
what Brandon looks like.
I know, right? Sleepy face.
Just chilling. Not a care in the world.
Yeah. Just
No, I walked in there and he was just like, I heard him wake up, and I walked in and he was just like, "Hey, Dylan."
Hi,
Just
Milo.
relaxing. Look, it's Uncle Jesse.
You saw me yesterday. Hi,
Take the
buddy.
headphones off so you can hear people.
Hey, sweet bud.
Hey, Milo.
Milo.
Hey, cutie pie. Hi. Are you sleepy?
Yeah,
You just wake up.
Is this
Big
a sleepy
1-year-old?
boy?
So he's ready for a gaming sesh.
yeah, totally.
Logging in.
Totally.
Uh,
So are we gonna, I'll put him down and we can finish the.
Well, we've only got a couple minutes left, so up to you.
No, I'm gonna put him down on the floor. You can play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me figure out your number here. You got it's 5, 6, 7. Oh, you got a 0.
I got a 0.
That's bad luck.
0.
Oh, I guess
right.
it's bad.
So Jess, you're first. What number did you get?
I got. Go back. I was wrong. I was adding a. Oh no, I'm right. Black 5.
Yeah, black 5. Okay. That's you want to read it or you want me to read it?
Rough. You are getting whipped like a rented mule for starters, and you will remember this episode for all your diminished day. The lesson you will learn will be profound.
Lingering and painful.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oh.
Because of where you guys are. Profound, lingering, and painful.
You had a black 5 too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh,
So
nice.
I think what that means for Sanguine is because when she killed herself, the pain actually did radiate to like all of her past self, like it spanned the
due to the time gas destroying the mansion, it created a ripple throughout time. Yeah.
Something happened, right?
Yeah,
We'll say
something.
that. And even though she learned how to live independently of Bunting, she always felt like she had a broken heart. And when the time ripple happened, before my body completely disintegrated, Scarface Bunting reached out to me, grabbed my shriveled heart, and forever keeps on grabbing my shriveled heart to use it as a time loop.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
So it's just stuck in this circuitous thing.
That for sure was your heart. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I knew. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. I had a black 1. Horrible. You're probably dead. Other people, probably innocent people, are as well. There is no justice. There is no mercy. Everything is utterly painfully screwed, and it is all of it your fault. That's all completely true except for the dead part, because I can't die. So it is all my fault, more or less. The curse lives on. Disneyland in the 70s was kind of lame. Yeah, life just continues to suck forever. And because, like, we've decided not to sire children if possible, but we also miss Sanguine. So we're just, I don't know, we're just bad people. Just going through drinking, fussing, feuding, bad life forever.
Rough.
What'd you get, Hubie?
Black 5.
Same as her.
So with all of the time meddling, Ronald is stuck in multiple time periods, all happening at once. So while he and Violet are chilling, having a pretty good time, he's simultaneously getting ripped apart in other dimensions and other timelines. So he can't really enjoy himself with Violet because it's all happening at once. Torturous.
You're like
Whoa.
you're like the blue man from
Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan.
Yes. Awesome.
That's great. So Amanda, you got 0.
Yeah, the worst thing in the universe probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative. Don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to your mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere. So, Violet never stopped being a witch, but it didn't. What was very frustrating was that she saw Ronald's other universe selves being pulled away, and I just knew that every day he was getting more and more shredded. And then it occurred to me after the birth of our son, and then when he had his child and named that child Bunting, although it hadn't occurred to her previously, she realized that she just fed into this loop, and that her children were cursed, even though she'd uncursed them, and that they were also now carrying that same spell immunity. And so she was more and more powerless. And so at the ripe old age of, I don't remember how old I said, but somewhere around like 528, let's say, she's had to let go of Ronald and Bunting Jr. because they're all caught up in this time whirl. And Violet, as an eternal optimist, decides she's going to go look up her old friend Sanguine, and maybe they'd go and travel and do all the things that they never got to do. And so she does all this homework and finds out that Sanguine is no more, and her heart is stuck in the same time loop. And Violet realizes that she's totally alone, and she just can't see the glass half full anymore. And that's maybe the worst thing that could happen to her.
Depressive realism, baby.
Yeah, and that's what happens. Violet's no longer an optimist.
Sucks.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, everyone, all of you, and thank you for watching and listening at home. I don't remember if we do the shout out tier in this show or not. Probably not, but I'll do it anyway. Shout out to Elthanis, Greg the Dark Knight Kettering, Caleb, Togi Crawford, Blue, and Jesse Blue, or Black Lives Matter, I think, is her sponsored message for now. Which, of course, very true. Yeah, so thank you. If you are on Patreon at the $5 and up tier, you get this early. Patreon.com/EasyAllies. Check it out. It's how two of us live. What is in your mouth?
It's gum.
Oh, great. What was I saying? Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Jess, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Huber. We'll be back next month for another exciting I think this one turned out it came together.
I think that's great. I think, I
thought there were good turns. I thought it was fun. I thought, for me, a good fiasco always is just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love getting to see how your brain works, Huber. And no matter what, Amanda's always going to bring, she's always ready to play, and it's just a good time. And Ian's just an asshole, It's
Yeah. I'll make sure
Super
everything
good
turns
time.
out really sad. I'm just proud that the time travel kind of made sense.
Yeah.
We didn't paint ourselves into a corner, or we acknowledged that we were already painted into a corner.
Wait, what was your hit, Huber, when you turned into Theodore? What was the initial hit you had?
I was gonna do where Theodore was pissed at Bunting for messing with time. So Theodore was trying to initially get time back on track.
But then the evil cake undid everything.
Love it.
Yeah.
Because, according to Theodore, you thought that it worked. Up to your timeline, you thought that you'd succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I hadn't been so intent on getting dessert,
The
mean, honestly.
Yeah, you started a fight to end all fights.
The cake cursed all the much worse than any curses I could do.
Yeah.
If the demons didn't steal the blood, this would have never happened.
Damn demons.
But they were time demons anyway.
Yeah, crazy mirror temporal dimension time demons. Well, all right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next month for another exciting Fiasconauts.
Woo!
Bye.